As you can see, this is a Transformers Prime story. Actually, way more than one story. This is a choose-your-own-adventure game intended to be free on YouTube. This project is very high effort, but rolling on with progress. You are Predaking, and Starscream is cornered before you on the throne of Darkmount. What happens to him, and everything that follows his death or the sparing of his life, is up to you now. In all paths from kindness to extreme darkness, you will find yourself struggling with your beastly instincts. Be warned, every choice matters, and some could be the death of you. So the narration and dialogue play down here, you can see what items you got here, you can see who you can track, and see your health and energon stats. And of course, the big beautiful images fit into this box. So I write the stories first, list up the pictures I need, and commission artists or happily receive volunteer art. I'm going to show you what Mercy is about and its original ideas, and if you like it, please leave a small donation on Ko-Fi or Patreon to speed up progress. Other ways to help include providing art or your voice for character sound effects. Look below for links to contact me. Space Adventure Story 1. The war is over and Predaking works with his Predacon brethren at a spaceport welcoming bots back to Cybertron. Soon, he joins Bumblebee's mission to travel to other planets to bring back Autobots, Decepticons, and colonists in need. His adventure takes a dark turn when he meets the Decepticon General Overlord, a former gladiator who presents as calm and charming, but is perhaps the most dangerous Cybertronian alive. Now, he has Predaking trapped on his planet with his other prisoners, forcing them to fight each other in an arena for his entertainment. Predaking desperately searches for a weakness in Overlord to try to help everyone escape. But is escaping enough? What will it take to defeat a Decepticon who cannot be damaged? This story is complete and available to read now. Play the version with choices and struggle to survive, or read the guided playthrough. Key characters in this story: Predaking, Skylynx, Darksteel, and Ripclaw, the fourth Predacon who emerges in every story in Mercy. She is the Predacon incubating in Predacons Rising. She is a cheeky but fierce spiky Predacon with paralyzing venom. The Transformers Prime Autobots join your adventure into space and enjoy some fun shenanigans. The Scavengers from IDW. With their new TFP designs, this group is all who remain of Croc's original army. Returning to Cybertron to surrender, Croc, Misfire, Fulcrum, Spinister, and Crankcase agree to be Decepticon ambassadors to convince other Decepticons to stand down for peace. Obsidian and Striker are two united Decepticon war generals with an army of 300 soldiers on another world. Sixshot and Black Shadow are more Decepticon generals, whose armies have unfortunately been taken over by Overlord. These two resent Overlord and will be your allies on Overlord's planet. Leosak and Lysak, Overlord's twin lieutenants who carry electric spears and protect their general fiercely. Japan, Overlord's favorite doctor, tiny with scalpels in his fingers. Many despise him, for he stands on Overlord's throne to whisper in his ear, possibly influencing everything he does. Fortress Maximus, the Autobot general who was defeated by Overlord and forced to fight his own Autobots for his entertainment. He dreams of escaping and getting his revenge. Overlord, the most perfect combination of beauty and strength, Might as well call him overpowered with the weapons he packs, his size and strength, his special ability to split himself in two. Oh, and the most important thing, Overlord has undergone an experiment to turn his own metal as invincible as the Apex armors. No one can damage him, not even a scratch. Reformed Predator. Story 2. Predaking killed and devoured Starscream, but after committing such a disturbing act of violence, his psyche is damaged. He believes Starscream deserved to die, yet nightmares of Starscream plague him and a vengeful voice fills his mind. Going mad with hatred and hunger, Predaking succumbs to his predatory urges and begins to eat other Cybertronians in secret. But his actions have consequences. Predaking's brethren grow distant from him, the police are suspicious, and an unknown assassin targets him. A strangely calm psychiatrist approaches Predaking. His name is Freud, and he claims to know Predaking's crimes but promises to treat him instead of report him. Something is not right about Freud. His house smells like blood, and Freud offers Predaking body parts to help him with his urges. While Predaking redevelops himself and his relationships, he wonders if his psychiatrist is a serial killer, using him to destroy the evidence. However, what is really going on is more dangerous than Predaking could have imagined. Freud is not alone, something is living in his basement, and it is not Cybertronian, at least, not anymore. This story is also complete and available to read and play in its written forms. Key characters: Predaking and his brethren, as in all the stories. Starscream, a problem even beyond death. Freud, your suspicious psychiatrist. Nightbeat, your personal detective hired to discover who has started targeting you for assassination. Rung, the gentle and meek librarian who is actually a skilled monster hunter under the name Gravemaker with a huge gun called Funeral. Sunder, this unholy thing is as scary as he looks. Brought back from the dead, he has a dark spark and a need to consume Cybertronians. On top of that, he was forged before death with a special ability to manipulate the minds and emotions of others. He can convince you that you don't even see him, keeping you from running as he stalks closer. Dark energon pumps in his veins, giving him the ability to raise and control the dead. Discovery. Story 3. After sparing Starscream, the Predacons choose to live in the Cybertronian wilderness. However, the world is bigger than Predaking imagined and not so easy to live in. Starscream offers to be their guide, but only if the Predacons help him fend off Jetfire's hunting party. A tense relationship turns friendly as Starscream and the Predacons explore post-war Cybertron. The group's journey ends when they become separated underground. Predaking has only Starscream at his side, and it's up to them to find the other missing Predacons. As they search, they find abandoned laboratories of Shockwave. An Insecticon guard warns them to stay away from the prisoners in stasis. All it takes is one to get free, before they all get free. Voss, Kaon, Helix, Tesserus, and Tarn. Now Predaking is trapped underground in the tunnels with 5 highly dangerous Decepticons, each with their own deadly ability. And they share one goal: kill Starscream and anyone who stands in their way. Read or play the full story now. Key characters: the Predacons. Starscream, no longer as a meal, but a grouchy tour guide who turns into a friend. Jetfire and his hunting party of 6 flyers who track Starscream around the world, hoping to capture him. Superion. Waspinator, that guard who tried to warn you away from. Tarn, Kaon, Voss, Helix, and Tesserus. Tarn kills with just a touch of her hand. Kaon giddily wraps up and hugs his victims before electrocuting them. Voss is a powerful flying laser cannon. Helix is full of lava and will spray you with it. Tesserus explodes with chopping blades that will slice a bot to bits in seconds. Monstrous Heart, Story 4. This story is now in progress and you can follow along with the new content. Predaking only wanted the Predacons to live peacefully among the Autobots. Together, he and his brethren lend their strength in construction and in keeping the peace on Cybertron. Things change when Predaking meets a supernatural entity who promises that they can give Predaking anything he wants, even more Predacon brethren. All Predaking needs to do in return is let them borrow his body. Suddenly, Predaking finds himself in places he doesn't remember going to. He has done things he doesn't remember doing. Now the Viacon Mafia believes he is one of them, and they don't plan on letting him leave. But after a massive betrayal by the Autobots, Predaking wonders if it's better to work with the Decepticons now that Megatron is gone. He just doesn't know who to trust, and in his confusion, the most evil minds gleefully manipulate the young Predacon. Key characters: the Predacons and Transformers Prime bots again. Prowl, the asshole police officer who warms up to you and invites you to join the police force. Dominus Ambus, your new teacher because, after all, those Predacons are kids. Fangblade, the new 5th Predacon found on Cybertron based on the Predacon from the Dinobots comics. Devastator. Dead End, a Decepticon ally who steps in with special knowledge to help you when things get messy in your life. Altero, the self-named boss of all Viacons, organizing his kind into a lethal force. Crimzeek, a solar alien with a tie to Quintessons who really seems to want to befriend Predaking. Coming soon in December is a special video. From a long chapter in Reformed Predator, you will see Predaking gets therapy with Freud. This will be almost 40 pictures, with sound effects, music, and text. This will be the first completed chapter in video form with the new game screen, and of a chapter beyond Part 1. A Spanish translation is in the works as well for this one. This video is meant to be timed to how long a real therapy session lasts, so expect an amazing hour-long video showing off what Mercy is like. If that isn't enough, if you join Patreon, you'll get early access to this video as well as see one other fully illustrated chapter. The first chapter of Space Adventure Part 2, where the Viacons explain where all the Autobots and Decepticons went in the universe. It will only be available on Patreon for a long time, months before it is posted to YouTube. Mercy's original Part 1 is already on YouTube. Yes, it is old and much has changed since then to improve its quality. But to see how the images, sounds, music, and text blend together to form the game, please give it a shot. Play the old videos, click links to make your choices. Check out the written works to continue stories all the way to their ends. See the artwork available already. Follow updates on Patreon, Tumblr, Blue Sky, or the Mercy Discord group. We just did a massive live stream where I opened my Mercy files and showed off all the art for the game. It took us 3 hours to get through it all. You can even ask questions and discuss the game there. Please make sure to read the rules, write an introduction, and then you'll unlock full access. If you are having technical trouble, stay in the server and I'll help you out. For helping with the voice roles, email me. For helping with the art, contact me on any of my social media pages. Until the next exciting drop.